Once upon a time, a dying king had no queen or relatives. He wanted to find an heir to the throne. He gave all the children in his land a seed and said, "I will crown the one with the most beautiful plant." A year later, he gathered all the children. They all had beautiful, big plants, except for one little girl who had an empty pot. And yet, the king decided to crown her. Why? Are you of royal blood? Did she kill a dragon with her plant? Why did he choose her? Because he gave spoiled seeds to everybody. She was the only one who didn't cheat. Jonathan was on trial for the murder of his wife. His lawyer tried one last thing to save him from the death penalty. "I have a surprise witness. His wife. She wasn't murdered at all. She will walk through those doors right now." Everybody turned to look, but nobody entered. If you looked, that means you still have doubts. If you have doubts, you can't sentence my client to death. And yet, he was sentenced to death by the jury. Why? Was he really a killer? Have you guessed what the jury found out? It's not an easy one, but you can definitely guess it. Jonathan didn't look. He knew his wife was dead. A man crippled by debt is driving at night. 3 doors magically appear on the side of the road. It says on the first one, "You'll find a pile of diamonds behind me." On the second door, "I'm hiding unlimited gold." On the last one, it says, "Your greatest dreams will come true if you open me." Which door will he open first? What fortune awaits him? What would you do? Tick-tock. Time is running out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. His car door. You are in a maze when the power suddenly goes out. But you can still see well enough to orient yourself. You reach 3 doors, numbered 1, 2, and 3. You go through door number 2. Then you discover 3 more doors labeled A, B, and C. You go through door C, which automatically locks behind you. Now you have a deadly choice to make. There are only 2 doors in front of you. A loaded gun will shoot you if you enter the first door, and you'll be strapped to an electric chair if you go through the second. Which one would you choose to escape your inevitable doom? Are you really lost in this maze? Door number 2. If the power has been cut, chances are the electric chair won't work. You're in a desert and you find multiple bags of sand. You keep walking until you come across a picnic basket with smashed bottles and plates. 1 mile later, you discover clothes scattered all over the ground. Eventually, you find the corpse of a man holding a short straw. What happened? Sandbags in the desert. That's a tricky one. Was it a complicated murder? Or an illusion? Why was he He was traveling in a hot air balloon that was losing altitude. First, they had to remove the sandbags. Then, the picnic had to go. Even their clothes were thrown overboard. But since it was still rapidly losing altitude, they drew straws to decide who would jump.